ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation continues from Asa Mahalla Panjama, compositions of the fifth Nanak, Guru Arjan. Asa Mahalla Panjama, Sagal Sukh Jap Ekai Naam, Sagal Dharm Har Ke Gun Gaam, Mahapavitra Sadh Ka Sang, Jis Petat Lage Prabh Rang, Gur Prasad Oe Anand Pave, Jis Simrat Man Hoye Pragasa, ताकि गत मित कहन न जावे रहाओ. वरत नेम मज्जन तिस पूजा, भेद पुराण तिन सिमरत सुनीजा. महापुनीत जाका निर्मल थान, साध संगत जाके हर हर नाम. प्रगट्यो सो जन सगले पवन, पतित पुनीत ताकी पग रेन. जाको पेट्यो हर हर राय, ताकी गत मित कथन न जाए. आठ पहर कर जोड़ते आवो, उन साधा का दर्शन पावो. मोहे गरीब को लेहो रलाए, नानक आए पे शरण आए. मोहे गरीब को लेहो रलाए, नानक आए पे शरण आए. The central theme here is Gur Prasad oe Anand Pave, Jis Simrat Man Hoye Pragasa, Taaki Gat Mit Kehen Na Jave. So the Guru is essentially telling us that it is a matter of grace. Gur Prasad oe Anand Pave, the bliss that we seek, the bliss of wisdom. Wisdom, the expression of the self, of the Creator. The Creator is known to us through its wisdom. And that wisdom is bliss in itself. So in order to receive that wisdom, we need grace, the grace of the Guru, the Guru Enlightener, that principle of knowledge that works with wisdom. That indeed is that wisdom, but the channel of communication with us. So Guru Prasadi, through the grace of the Guru, that knowledge, that channel, Oye Ananda Pave, Oye Ananda, that bliss is obtained, is received. Jis Simrat Man Hoye Pragasa, that wisdom which illuminates the mind, shows us the way to live life. So that wisdom, taaki, that wisdom, Gatmit Kahan Na Jave, is ineffable, cannot be described. So for that reason, the Guru says, look, if you are looking for Sagal Sukh, if you desire happiness, Sukh in ordinary parlance is happiness, so we'll go with that. Comfort, well-being, if you don't want to be troubled. If you desire happiness, Sagal Sukh, then that happiness lies in Jap Ekai Naam. It lies in your complete engagement with what the Guru calls Naam. And of course, we can't possibly exhaust our discussion of what Naam is, but for our purposes, it is that wisdom that we are speaking about, self-knowledge, because that wisdom is rooted in the self and the Creator is within. So logically, it is knowledge of that self. So if you desire happiness, then recite, reflect upon, and deeply contemplate, meditate on the knowledge of the self. Jap Ekai Naam. The word recite, reflect, contemplate are all mental activities. So what it's saying for us specifically is recite Gurbani, reflect upon what is recited, and deeply contemplate the meaning, the inner meanings, the code of Gurbani. Because that's the Gur for us. That is where it begins for us, is with Gurbani. And then, Sagal Taram Har Ke Gun Gam, virtue is the foundation of all religion. In other words, virtue is the foundation of that wisdom we are speaking about. It is expressed as qualities. Mahapavitra Sadhaka Sang. You need to purify yourself. So you see, within religions, we have this idea of purification and pollution. In Sikhi, what is polluting is the ego. And so we need to purify the ego, transform the ego, to put it another way, through association with the sadhaka sangha, because they are pure and sanctified. Mahapavitra sadhaka sangha. It is then that you will develop love for the wisdom. First, so through all of these methods, one has to first develop an affinity, love for wisdom, for knowledge. That is wisdom. Jis petat lage prab rang. Rang here is love. So, Jap Ekai Naam, Har Ke Gun Gam, Sadhaka Sang. Three things have been listed here: recitation, reflection, contemplation on Gurbani, development of virtue, Har Ke Gun Gam, guidance from Gur wisdom, from Gurbani, and then affinity for the self will develop. So you're not there yet. You've developed an affinity and a fondness for that wisdom, and that is what will draw you closer, because love is, at bottom, a gravitational pull. And now in the second stanza, the Guru says, look, many practice fasting, many practice ablutions, ritual bathing, that is. It's a common sight. And ritual worship, Varata, Nema, Majjanatis Puja. So many are they who practice fasting, ablutions, and ritual worship. Moreover, Ved Puran Tin Simrit Sunija. Many are they who recite and listen to scripture, study the scripture. But Mahapuneet Jaka Nirmal Than Sad Sangati Jake Har Har Naam. But the sacred one whose abode is sanctified and where we all desire to go, again, the sacred one is just a synonym for that primordial wisdom. It is sacred, it is sanctified. We wish to get there. The Guru says, if you want to go there, then Sad Sangata Jake Har Har Naam. So in the first verse, the Guru said, reflect, contemplate, recite Naam as Gurbani. Then, in the company of the Guru, Sad Sangata Jake Har Har Naam. Cultivate that knowledge until you become self-realized. Now they talk about a self-realized person and what their qualities are. Jako Petyo Har Har Raya, I'm reading the passage in reverse. They who realize the Supreme Self within become sanctified. In other words, they become like the Self. Patat Puneet. And what should we do? Taki pag rain, fall at their feet and follow in their footsteps. Pag rain is to become like the dust of their feet. What that means is follow in their footsteps and fall at their footsteps. Beg them to show you, to help you. Why? Because praktyo so jan sagale bhavan. They have a cosmic perspective. They're there. So beg them if you have to. And so this is what Nanak does in conclusion. Aath pehar kar jod tiyaon. Aath pehar, of course, we know the 8 watches of the day and night, 3 hours. So in other words, constantly, continuously, Nanak, aath pehar kar jod. Kar here is hands, with folded hands, a symbol for humility. So Nanak seeks with humility the vision of these perfected beings. Un sadhana ka darsan paavaon, may I be included in their company, those who are self-realized. So Nanak pleads to be included. Moh gareeb ko leh ralaye, to mix me in the company, make me part of that mix. And he has come, Nanak aaye pae saranai. So when I find them, what do? I fall at their feet. I literally beg them to include me in their company, and that is what we should do. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.